everyone, and welcome to Sunday in the Man Shed with Mac again. Well, I have to confess, this weekend was spectacularly unproductive for me. The weather was iffy all weekend. I had some big plans to go to a trunk sale at one place. The local college, they give up their parking lot twice a year. You can rent a stall there, so you go there with your vehicle, you get one stall and as much stuff as you can pack into your truck or the back of your trunk, the back of your truck or your SUV, and you can put that in front of your vehicle and sell it. It's kind of a neat sale. There's a lot of eclectic items, stuff you don't normally see, small stuff. I kind of enjoy it. I haven't gone for a couple of years. So I was determined to go to this one. And there was another one at a gated community as well. I've been to that one before. That's usually a pretty good one too. So my plan was to hit the trunk sale first, double back, and hit the gated community on the way home. So I got up early Saturday morning. It rained all night. There was storm clouds all around us here. It wasn't raining, exactly raining in the morning, but it was definitely threatening. So I got one of these moods there where you think, oh, should I go? I'm not sure. And I'm thinking, well, people are going to spread their stuff out in the parking lot if it looks like it's going to rain, which it definitely did. So while I was having that deliberation with myself whether I should go or not, everybody else had left the house, so just left me and Barney the Wonder Dog at home. So then I felt kind of bad leaving Barney by himself because he's like us. He looks forward to the weekend because he gets stuck at home alone during the week when everybody's at work, so he really enjoys being with everybody on the weekend. I would have taken him with me, but he doesn't like being left in the vehicle. He goes kind of crazy and makes a lot of racket and starts chewing on the seat belts and everything in our car there. He's chewed through one of the seat belts. Apparently that's going to cost $500 or $600 to replace, so definitely can't afford to leave him in the car by himself. So I procrastinated long enough where I didn't have a choice, kind of had to stay home. So I decided to have a couple of cups of coffee and made myself breakfast and watched some YouTube videos, of course. And I got a couple of videos out too. I got the video out where I packaged that Sawzall up for scrap life. Just want to kind of show how I package things up. I've had good success sending stuff through the mail. I've sent quite a few things over the years. Did some eBay stuff at one time. Traded other things, sold other things through the mail. So I've usually, touch wood, I've had good success sending my stuff. But I've really been shocked at how shoddy some people pack stuff when they send it to me. Basically all they do is just drop the item in a cardboard box and seal it up and don't really think through the journey that it's going to go to get to your destination. I've actually had two where people have sent me firearms through the mail, not properly packaged, and you get it, the barrel of the rifle is sticking through the cardboard box, so that's not less than a desirable situation. So I just like to, for my own, what's the word, for my own conscience, I like to pack stuff really well just so it has a really good chance of getting there. That way you don't have to get into an argument over freight claims or anything like that. So anyways, I got that video out. I don't know how entertaining it was, but like say, if you definitely want to pack something to survive, that's a method that works for me. And then also I finally got the video out on my 2K giveaway. So I've had the drill, I can't see it, it's over there, but I've had that drill for 2 or 3 months now. I actually bought it. I was going to do a 1K giveaway, but I didn't get organized in time and I went past the 1K, so I thought, okay, well, I'll do it for 1,500. Same thing, wasn't organized, went through past 1,500, so now I'm past 2,000, but I'm determined to get the thing organized. So I did a video on that. I set up an email for you to enter onto it, and I really encourage everybody to put an entry in. And there's just there's a couple of things I wanted to clarify on that as well. I thought in the video I'd explained it, but I knew I'd forget something or not explain something properly. So just a couple of things I want to go over on that. So the first thing on that giveaway, I kind of mentioned that I kind of reserved the right to substitute for a gift card if it was going to cost me a fortune to send it to the winner. But I didn't mean to discourage people. I had a few people say, well, I'm too far away, I'm not going to enter. So that wasn't the idea of that. So I just want to reiterate that if you win it and you're a long ways away, you don't need the drill, it's the wrong voltage, whatever, we'll communicate back and forth, and I'll, excuse me, I'll definitely come up with a gift card or something nice that I can ship that's affordable to ship to you, and just so you have a good experience out of the giveaway. That's what it's all about. I want whoever wins it to be happy with the prize, the drill, whatever they get, and I want it to be a positive experience. So wherever you live in the world, don't worry about being too far away. Just enter it, and if your name is drawn, I'll contact you and we'll definitely work something out. So I didn't really explain how I was going to do the draw, but I set up that email address for the entries to come into. So I'm going to start at the first entry, be number 1, just work my way down the list. So every entry will have a number assigned to it. And then, I don't have it done yet, but I've seen some of the guys on YouTube. You can download a number generating app for your phone. So I'm going to, after the draw closes, I'll have all the names entered and numbered. I'll just hit the random number generator, and whatever the number comes up, if it's 610, that's whoever is 610 will get the prize. So I'm just picking that as a figure. I'll set the range. If there's 100 entries, say the range will be 1 to 100. So anyways, that's the way I'm going to do it. It'll be just a random number generating draw. So once I get the name, I'm just going to double check that you're actually a subscriber, and then I will contact you via email. I'll say, hey, you won the giveaway. Where do you live? I just want to make arrangements to get the prize to you, that sort of thing. So I'll just be contacting the winner via email, and I'll announce the winner. The deadline is June 1st, midnight. Can't remember if that's a Saturday or a Friday, but anyways, it'll take me a day or two to get it organized. So within a day or two, I'll post who won it. After I've talked to the person, everything worked out the details, I'll say, yeah, so-and-so's won it, and that will be it for the draw. So like I say again, I hope it's a positive thing. That's definitely the way I want it to be. So what would the man shed be without a nice cold beer? Well, I don't know. I don't want to find out. That's why I've got a nice cold beer here. So the one I got today, it's now probably, well, not probably, 99% I'm pronouncing this wrong. It's Grolish Premium Lager. This is the Royal Grolish Holland. Brewed and bottled by Grolish Bierberol. Ooh, that's bad. Bad pronunciation, that is. There's not a huge amount of information about the beer, actually. It's 5% alcohol. That's about it. But this is a beer I drink quite often. I don't actually like Heineken's that much, but Grolish I'm definitely a fan of. And, you know, they definitely have one of the coolest bottles out there on the market. These are really neat bottles. It's kind of the way things were done years ago, just kind of a bottle closure. So anyways, let's see if I can derive any other information. No, they're not. It just says it's a premium lager, and I won't disagree with that. Like I say, I've had this quite a few times, and it's a really good beer. Beautiful color. It's got quite a sizable head on it for a lager there. I have to confess, these bottles aren't always available where I buy the beer, so quite often I like to buy it cold. I buy a couple of them cold there just when I'm coming home from work or something like that. So usually I buy it in the can version, and you don't quite notice to get that much head off of it, but it's definitely not a bad thing. So that is a nice, smooth, good tasting beer. There's no aftertaste to it, or very, very minimal. That's a great beer to drink. So definitely recommend you try that Grolish. And if somebody from Holland or the Netherlands is watching, you can correct me on my pronunciation. So I've been trying to cut down on the beer consumption though, because I definitely need to lose weight. It's like everything else, the older you get, the harder it is for everything. It's definitely harder to shed the extra weight. I've been very successful about losing weight over the years. The unfortunate part is I've always been able to find the weight I lost and then some. But I definitely, you just don't feel as good going about your daily life, I guess, if you're packing a few extra pounds. I'm just trying to shed that off, get back to where I was. So you've got to exercise and you've got to diet, and you're going to unfortunately not drink quite as much beer as I like to, but it's just something I've got to work on in this coming year. So I used to do a lot of walking. I used to walk miles and miles every day. But about 5 years ago, I had three very serious leg infections in my right leg over about a 1.5 year period. So that really slowed down the walking program, well, it eliminated the walking program. And then even after it healed, it's taken me 2 or 3 years to get over it. I mean, my leg's not 100% now, it never will be. I've got a few circulation problems and everything that was associated with that. So that's kind of a segue into how our health system works up here in Canada. I know a lot of viewers are from the US, and often in the US you're told that we have a great health system in Canada. So I don't know if I categorize it as great, but it works. It's basically, or essentially, it's free, it's universal. So how my leg got infected the first time, I was out hunting. I was up on a hill. I shot this moose that was down in a swamp. So I went down and I didn't realize how swampy it was. So I got down in this swamp trying to find it, and I ended up thrashing around in there for about an hour. The water was up to my waist at least. And later that night, I got a real bad fever and chills, and I was shaking. I thought I got the chills just from being in the water, and it wasn't that warm out. It was late fall, it was October or something like that. So the next morning I got up and leg was sore and it was starting to get red. So I think that was a Wednesday. So that was it for hunting for me. I just hung around camp there on Wednesday. Thursday was a bit worse. It was, well, not a bit worse. It was worse on Thursday. And I was starting to have trouble walking on it. So we packed up on Thursday and headed home. So I got home late Thursday night. So I thought, okay, well, Friday I'm going to go to the doctor, get it looked at. So I got up Friday morning and thought, it's not that much worse. Maybe it'll go away. Maybe by Monday it'll be better. So of course it got progressively worse over the weekend. So Monday morning, I had to wait till 8 o'clock to the walking clinic open. That's kind of it's the easiest way to get initial medical care, is to go into a walking clinic. So I went into a walking clinic, but Monday morning is not the time to go to a walk-in clinic because they're just packed. So I went in. I've been to this one before. I probably have to wait, I'm guessing 30-40 minutes. So they called me into the waiting room. That doesn't mean you're going to see the doctor right away. You wait another 15-20 minutes. So finally the doctor came in, and I think she was a lady from South Africa originally. She had quite a thick accent there. So she says, "Mr. Mac, what is the problem?" And I said, "Well, something wrong with my leg." So, "Well, let's have a look." So I pulled up my pant leg there, and I showed her my leg, and her eyes got big like saucers, and "Oh my God, get out of here, you've got to get to the hospital immediately." So I said to her, I said, "Well, what are you saying? This is serious? Oh my God, you could have a clot and die any time. Get out of my office, get to the hospital." Oh, okay. So I went back to work, and I got one of the guys from work to drive me down to emergency. So when you go into emergency, I don't have my wallet with you. but you got your care card. I live in BC medical card. So you go in, present your medical card. As long as you got that, you're good to go. So you sit, and then you wait to get processed. The lady will call you in, take your name and everything. So then they put a little plastic thing on your wrist. That means good, they can't kick you out now. You're an official patient. So you go to another little room. I don't know if they're nurses or what they are. Probably nurses, I guess. They'll come in, take some of your vital signs. So of course they take your blood pressure. Well, I'm not a doctor, but to me the worst place to take your blood pressure is in the emergency room. So of course, oh, you've got high blood pressure. I said, well, yeah. I said, you know, look at my leg. And so anyways, once you get through that, they put you into another room. It's a waiting room. So you go in there, and again, Monday morning is not the time to go to an ER, at least not in where I live, or I don't think anywhere in BC. So you go in there, there's, I'm probably guessing there's 20, 30 people in there when I was in there the first time. So you go in there and you wait, it's probably a 2-hour wait, and your chart is in this chart rack. So they'll come out, pull a chart, call a person. So that's how you judge your progress, as the chart rack starts emptying towards your chart. So finally they pull your chart. Hey, Mr. Mac, come into the ER, please. So you go in there, but that still doesn't mean that something's going to happen. You're just moving from another waiting area. So you go in there, there's, I think the one here, the one I went to, there's 12 beds in there. So you sit on the bed. So there's 12 beds, but there's one doctor and one kid following the doctor around. I guess he's an intern or something like that. So then you wait again. So from walking in the door of the ER to actually having a doctor look at my leg was 4 hours probably. And generally that's what it takes to actually see a doctor if you go to the ER here. You might get lucky in 3 hours, but to average is 4 hours. So I had a look at my leg, and what it was like a staph infection in there, and so by that time my leg was like twice the size of normal. It was red all over, and then I started to get worried when the doctor started humming and hawing. So they thought they might have to put me on IV antibiotics to try and get the infection down. But subsequently I run into some people who've had the same problem, and they've actually lost like part of their leg or their foot or something like that. So he decided to give it a try with oral antibiotic. So he decided to give it a try with oral antibiotics, giant horse pills. So I took those. It killed the infection the first time around, but I still had a lot of my leg had gotten so big it had split the skin and stuff like that in quite a few places. So I had a lot of skin problems with it. And then, like say, it came back twice within, I think it was a year and a half. So it took about 3 years just to get it back to somewhat normal. But like I say, it's never going to be exactly the same as it was. But anyways, so that's our health system is free up here, but you have to be prepared to wait. That's just the nature of the game. You can't get in and see a doctor. It's going to take you time. If you have to go in by ambulance, it's going to cost you $300 or $400. They're charging for ambulance rides now. The drugs aren't covered under your basic health plan. So if you don't have another plan through work or something else, then you're going to have to pay for the drugs. So overall, yes, the system does work up here. You don't get the immediate care that you would down in the US, but again, you don't pay the fees if you don't have insurance. So, where am I going with this? I don't know. So I guess the lesson that I learned out of that whole ordeal was that don't wait 3 or 4 days to go to the doctor. If I had gone in, even if I had gone in that Friday when we got back, it would have been a lot less severe. Because the next 2 times that it came back, as soon as I knew it was going on, straight to ER, got right back on the antibiotics, and those bouts didn't last too long. So again, much as I hate going to the doctor, but just sometimes some things you shouldn't ignore. So I just want to wish all my American friends happy Memorial Day. Hope you're having a great weekend. And I hope you take the time to remember the fallen soldiers that Memorial Day is all about. I mean, they made the ultimate sacrifice. I don't think that's an understatement. So again, happy Memorial Day to all my American friends. And I think I've rambled on long enough, so on that note, cheers, and we shall see you again.